All right, guys. Well, let's get this started.
Do it.
Welcome, everybody, to our Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. This is the raw beginning of it. We are a group of pretty much D&D players. I mean, right? Like, we've tried a handful of other systems throughout our gaming careers, and D&D is where it's been at, but not anymore. There's a shift in the winds, and we've decided to become part of that as a group, shifting over with, the change of tides, the change of the guard, and the ancient struggle, 20-year struggle between good and evil. Once again, rearing its completely necessary head to fight back the darkness and keep things back in where they belong. Keep communal games keep families and friends together instead of nickel and diming everything. It's ridiculous. Somebody once said to me, well, they're going to charge you for hairstyles in D&D. And I said, bullshit, how? And now I'm worried about it too. So
That's why I'm bald.
My hat. So without any further ado, this is our group. I'm DM, I guess GM Aaron. I'm DM Aaron. That's the title I've been going by for a while. I'm a forever game master. That's what I do. Who I am. I like it. It's my favorite thing. We have joining us Pat. Hello, Pat.
Hello.
Fantastic. We have Allie.
Hello.
And we have Sam. We have CJ.
Greetings.
And we have Jared.
Hello.
We are a group of friends who started playing on Roll20 together. We've been playing together for a year and a half or so now. It's going on a little bit. And we have a good time, good chemistry. We have a lot of fun, and we want to share that with you. So without any further ado, this is our journey into Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Let's make it clear that we don't know. We're learning right alongside you. Everything we're doing, you're learning with us. There might be some times that the rules of the game don't get followed because we don't want to waste your time or ours looking up that rule in the moment, continuing with the flow of the game, and that's okay. I hope you have fun, and we know we will. We're doing Dark Archive from Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Paizo Publishing. The specific title of the campaign is, oh my God, somebody.
So what you're going to be seeing today is we're going to start everything. This is our session 0. We don't even have characters made yet. For the last week, we've been trying to learn before we go.
Words.
It's a lot. Oh my goodness.
We're going to be rolling, playing rollies to see what niche everybody is going to fill. Highest roll gets to pick first, and then we'll be rolling again and trying to fill out a rather balanced party because we hear that's kind of important in Pathfinder. So,
Gatewalkers.
Let's make it clear that this is a party of people who are going to be working together. We don't have anybody in this party who likes to shine massively over the other, and I think that's going to work really well for this game.
Gatewalkers is the title of the module we went with.
Thank you, Gatewalkers. Thank you. I had just pulled it up, but I appreciate you.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen just so everyone can see my Roll20 screen. As a general whole, that's probably how we're going to be rolling for the for all of our sessions, with me sharing my Roll20 screen as the primary, just so the rest of the party as well as the audience doesn't see all the GM layers, and it's the least bogged down that way.
Plus, it keeps the mystery alive.
It does. The mystery. All right. So
Where's
everybody.
my snap?
Sorry,
Oh.
everybody.
Okay.
Ah!
Ah!
Oh yeah, it shifted.
Yep.
Mhm. Much more
Usually-
mild reaction than I normally have.
That is. I think it's because you don't have like much going on Roll20 yet for this.
I haven't had to hectically do anything. I've been reading through the rules, going, "Oh, okay."
All right.
So that
right.
does that. Okay.
That's a unique way of handling that. Well, okay.
Rollies
all
we
right.
go.
Rollies,
Rollies,
we
we go. We're going D20s, right?
Yes.
D20s.
Yep.
Roll away,
Alright.
guys.
And
Come on.
go.
No.
Where's my roll?
Great.
Ooh.
Oh, Jared coming out strong.
My
No.
D20 isn't
Oh.
showing up.
Well, I don't know how to
Hang
help
on.
you.
Pat still has to go.
It helps if I actually click on my screen and not the one that's trying to share.
All the time.
Who the hell is Bob?
No.
Ooh, 19.
That's my bad. That's my bad. I forgot to change it. It's the random character name that got generated.
You know, it should at least be Bob Hoskins if you're gonna do it.
Well, I already decided my character name's gonna be Bob Bobbington now, just because of that.
Robert.
Or maybe I'll leave
Bobbington?
it Bob Bobkins. That's pretty good.
Robert Bobkins.
No, it should be Robert Robitkins. He goes by Bob Bobkins.
I'm not tripping over my own tongue just to say my own name.
All right, Pat.
What do you want, buddy?
Damn.
Um,
Choices now.
For our audience, we are filling the role of healer, tank, blaster or ranged damage, support, and what you can either be called scrapper or like a melee damage.
I mean, if you want me to go, yeah, I can.
No. Oh,
Why
boy.
even do roll?
Pass.
I'm.
Should we have a
You
side
don't-
bet
you
on what
don't
he's going
know.
to choose?
Yeah,
There's
no
so
idea.
many options.
Don't
Oh,
make me
wow.
start doing Jeopardy music.
It's really about choosing the place. You don't have to choose your class at this moment.
Yeah, but it kind of does both at the same time. I'm gonna go.
Do, do, do,
I'm
do,
gonna go-
do, do, do,
I mean, that might be copyrighted.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go rogue DPS.
All right, so you're taking rogue scrapper?
Yep.
Okay.
I love it.
I got it. Write it down.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and roll them bones, guys.
And go. Oh, sucks. So.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
we have
Turn
a
that
roll.
20.
Oh, it's on. It's on now.
Huh? Go again, guys.
Go
There
again.
you go. Come on,
And
TJ.
CJ.
Oh god, I'm so nervous.
Ah,
Damn it!
Oh.
Jared is getting. Watch him be last. Even
I
though
know, I'm
he's
getting second every
rolling.
time.
All right, CJ. Name your role.
That's right.
Let's go healer.
Healer.
Do you have a healer in mind for it?
Not quite yet.
Oh,
Got a few ideas.
sounds good. All right. Here we go.
One
One,
more time.
2, 3.
Yes!
Oh my god, a 4.
Support, bitches!
I don't know, Jared. It looks like I'm going last.
All right. Well, Allie
Support.
claimed that.
I'm gonna play a witch.
Ah,
I wanted
nice.
support.
That's so
Allie.
fun.
I'm sorry. So did
No,
I.
you're not.
All right, here we go, Jared. Here we go. Bam.
4.
Oh!
Double twos.
Double
Oh my
twos.
god. All right, here we go. 1, 2,
Defeated.
3. Come
Nobody
on.
wants it.
Come on. Yes. Hank.
He's
gone.
Did he just
Ow.
leave?
He just
will be in the sky.
Did he just like Homer Simpson himself,
Yep.
like behind the
Yeah,
couch.
the couch.
I guess I'm tank.
There we go.
Hang on, no, Sam,
Oh,
what
yeah.
did you say?
What?
Sam's going tank.
Oh,
Sam's
I'm going
going tank?
tank. I'm going tank.
Okay.
I just put it in chat.
Okay.
Blaster's not terrible. Fuck.
That was fun, guys.
That was terrible.
Nat 20 to last.
Oh,
He got beat on a nat 20 roll off and then beat on a garbage roll.
That was funny. That was good.
yeah, that was
The
good.
only way that could have been better is if I got a 2 and you got a 1.
No.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, jeez.
He's just talking from off camera.
All right, so should we share our screens? How are we doing this?
I don't know. I think just kind of maybe talking through what our choices are as we're kind of building these, because I know I'm still going to be, like, personally, I'm going to be waffling behind with my ancestry, with my background, my heritage, and all of that. The other thing too is, I guess this would be a good question for Aaron. When I'm putting everything together on Path Builder, 2e.com, sponsor us if you want. There is the I do believe it's the heritage. If I am wrong, then I am wrong. With the witch, there is the Baba Yaga, but yet the Baba Yaga is not in a lot of the online stuff that I have read. Is that something that we're going to allow, or do I need to look at other things? Because that's also okay.
Well,
But
you know my stance on this. If you want to play it, we'll make it work. If you want the Baba Yaga, play the Baba Yaga. I'll go get whatever. If it's not in my own content, I'll go get it. And if we need to import it, we'll import it. I don't care.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make, it's one of those things that I thought would be a fun one to play, because the familiar can be an inanimate object and we can have a mimic.
I think that's great.
I know. I can give a little chicken feet.
I think that's great.
Nice.
Drags itself along with its tongue. Who knows?
No, out of all the classes that I've been looking through, like, Blaster was never on my radar.
No?
No.
So now you gotta reconfigure some stuff, huh?
Oh, actually, the Investigator, I think, was a Blaster.
It definitely could be.
It could be. Yeah. Go range.
Alchemist
Alchemist.
could definitely be, and
the bomber.
that also could fall into a really good, like, support heals category as kind of as a secondary role.
Yeah.
Bring Domlin back.
You could throw a healing bomb.
Yeah.
Gunslinger. That's kind of what I was waffling between.
Sam, were you thinking champion?
No, I'm thinking a fighter,
Oh, okay.
and I think I can. Basically, I'm like a true tank. I'm gonna have like a
Gordon
tower
Board.
shield, and my whole thing is just block, and then bash people in the head with my tower shield.
DJ, are you thinking cleric, or are you thinking you have an idea? Or are you thinking like outside of the box, like Oracle or Alchemist, or
Yeah, well, I
Oracle's
mean,
not outside the box.
it's outside of the box as far as not being a true cleric, you know,
Yeah.
your classical
Fair enough.
healer.
the Life Oracle looks cool. Cleric, yeah, maybe a little cliche, healing cleric, but might be good to start off with. Something simple.
Oracle.
Yeah, Oracle is cool.
Why don't you Oracle tank, huh?
I wish.
Would you Oracle tank?
I don't know. I didn't look it up, but I'm sure there's so many like, like the cleric, like war domain thing. There's so many Oracle mysteries are called.
Mm.
I'm sure there's one that'll let you tank.
You know what? The return to feats, the return to actual skills and proficiencies, the return to all of these more in-depth mechanics is going to be nice and refreshing. It was.
I've liked what I've read so far, and I'm intrigued and seen and heard. So,
Aaron, here's a question when it comes to backgrounds. So there's the regular, the rares, and then there are the uncommons and all of that. If we choose something that's not, if it's rare or uncommon, do we need to have a good reasoning for you within a backstory to make that happen? Are anything off limits?
Well, I haven't done enough digging to know if anything's off limits yet. Let's have fun with it. If it's in the book, if it's available to you, build it into your backstory. That's A, yes, build it into your backstory. B, yeah, take it. If it's available to you, if it's there, if it fits the theme, right, of what we're doing here, that works for me. I don't want to ban anything outright because I don't know. Right?
Here's a question I got for you.
Yeah.
With the ancestries, they have set stats and a minus for most of them, unless you're playing a human. I know that Pazio came out with a new errata or something like that I just heard about, that they got rid of all that, and it's just a straight. They're just doing basically what D&D did, where you can pick 2 stats to increase. No minuses. Yeah. Are you doing that, or are you doing the classic version?
Where there is that in the app. Confuse me for a minute.
I do like the classic version because strengths and weaknesses, right?
Yep.
The idea that you don't have an inherent weakness based off of who you are or what you were born into. I mean, we all do, right? I mean, it's usually not something that's as apparent as a third eye on our head or something that might be like a completely different biological feature for another ancestry. But it's also weird that they call them ancestries because it kind of implies that there's a common current genealogy. Anyway.
No, does Roll20 not populate?
No.
The journal? I mean the compendium?
Pat, what was your question?
Are you going with the classic where there's pluses and minuses, or are you doing
again? I want to
pick 2?
I want to leave that up to you. I would like to stress the classic. I would. Getting that negative somewhere is
fair.
It's fair. It's kind of old school. It's.
I don't mind. I just wanted to know.
It's saying to the party. It's saying to the world, I'm weak here. Inherently, I might have tried to make up for it in other ways. I might have even, I might have dumped all my stats into my negative because I'm a small person with a negative in strength, but I've decided to try and overcome that. And if that's what your character's done, that's great. It adds to the game, I think.
Yep. All good. So
I think so, yes.
Heritage, same thing. Is there going to be any limit when we get into the uncommon heritage? That's when we're coming into the ASMRs, the changelings, the damp fears.
I want you guys to have fun with who you're playing. Sweet. I really do. I want you to take. Let's start this way. Let's go over the premise of what we're playing. The missing moment. 6 months ago, a rash of strange paranormal phenomena occurred around the world. Chief among the incidents reported were countless instances of Ayudara, elven teleportation portals, also called elf gates, suddenly overflowing with tremendous white light. As Ayudaras are often in remote locations, witnesses are relatively rare, but those onlookers who were nearby, who gazed into the light, saw something within the blinding portal. A loved one, a returned with practically a lost homeland, a glorious treasure. When you keep reading, but it's actually a page shift to the side. Yeah. The specifics varied with each account, but with every case, the witnesses saw whatever person, place, or thing that they most desired.
Ooh,
Very
so
few.
like the mirror of Erised.
Yep. Very few could resist the impulse to walk towards the light in hopes of grasping the apparent object of their obsession. Many never returned. Those who did were forever changed. The crisp summer evening on which this event occurred became known as the night of the missing moment. And so that's kind of the premise of the game.
Okay.
The game begins in Seven Arches, a small nation of verdant forests and elven ruins in the northeast Aviston. Seven Arches. The Gatewalker's employer, the person who's hiring you, is named Dr.
Fine.
Riddleson. That's it. Yeah.
Our Gatewalker employer.
Mm-hmm. And this is all from the player's guide. The player's guide, which, I'll go ahead and post that in our...
And you said Dr. what?
Dr. Riddleston. Riddleson. Here, I'll post the game guide.
And you said it was the night of the missing moment?
The night of the missing moment. That's correct. Yes. I've posted in our Discord the player's guide to this event, the downloadable PDF off of the Paizo website. It will go over for each of you kind of what to expect, what your basic knowledges are on this kind of thing. So with that in mind, and that kind of basic premise of random portals opening up and people going missing, now continue.
Perfect. I'm going to stop sharing my screen just because it's not necessary at this point, and everyone can have their regular screen back.
Yay!
I'm thinking druid. That looks interesting.
Ooh.
There you go.
Classic.
Stole it from me. That's what I was
Ah.
thinking. But at least we have one.
two druids.
At least we have one in the group.
We can have 2 druids.
If you really want to do druid,
No,
you could go oracle.
no, I'm
That was
thinking.
my
I'm
second pick.
thinking I'm leaning towards alchemist, but
I was reading up on
Other?
shaman. That looked really cool. I'm like, it's for 1E. Oh.
There's
No.
so many classes. Now, what Pathfinder did is that they didn't do subclasses for X amount of base classes, right? What they do have is feats. So whatever class you do, first off, they have a ton of classes, and they continuously release more high quality, fully fleshed out classes with each book and each release. Did you get a haircut, CJ?
Yeah.
Oh, I noticed. It looks nice.
And that's why you
Thanks.
too have to fight ADD.
A ton of CJ.
Your hair looks nice today, buddy. Yeah.
Every day, millions of people suffer from this.
Well, see, I like how, like, part of us will always think, like, oh, these people are going to think that none of us are friends, and we don't, like, actually, like, have a good time together. Just, oh, honey, your hair looks beautiful today.
Well, he didn't say that. He just said, "Did you get a haircut?"
It looks.
That was the male version of that.
he does look fresh.
He does, right? I'm like,
Good.
he looks extraordinarily fresh today. Good for him. So your feats, as you expand upon your feats and build into them, your character can do so many things. They twist and they combine and they elevate. And by the time you're done, you've built something that's super unique. It's not something it's not sharpshooter on top of a couple levels of rogue, on top of a couple levels in gloomstalker, oh, I have a cookie cutter. Oh, okay. Why am I not having fun with this? And it's different. It's seemingly built with the perception of uniqueness, with customization, and all that's inherent. It is a little bit more in depth. That's the thing about Pathfinder that we're all finding out right here, audience, is that there's so much.
Okay, going as a bomber.
A bomber.
Oh yeah, the alchemist.
Alchemists look cool.
That was one of my things I was thinking as a support or a blaster
Or even
or
a
even
healer.
a healer. Yeah,
Mm.
because you can well you make alchemy, you make healing potions,
Mm-hmm.
or you could. So I mean that's something that you could do as a secondary, Jared, because you get I think it's at first level you get like 5 recipes or formulas they're called, and you can do 2 as or like you can each day you can create double your amount of formulas in actual potions. I believe is how it worked. So you can have like 10 at first level, but you can also scale that back. So if you only want to have like 4 done and 1 you can do like it's called on the fly or something like that. So if you have the formula, you can just instantly essentially mix it together real quick as an action, and you can have a healing potion, or you could have that sort of thing of what you need.
That's dope.
All right, well, let's take this moment then. Let's talk about the origin of the party. Your character is a gatewalker, as are all other members of your adventuring party. While your individual motivations for stepping through an Ayudara are on that fateful evening are undoubtedly differ from each other, as do the strange powers you and each other manifest afterwards, apparently. You've joined forces in light of your mutual experiences, particularly your unusually long absence. Weird. Your group has assembled under the banner of one Dr. Erward. Okay, Dr. Erward. Not Edward. Erward. All right, that's apparently, well, that's classic fantasy. If you want to make a fantasy name, you take a normal name and you change a letter. Right. All right. Well, good for them. Under the banner of one Dr. Erward Riddleson, a peculiar Ustalavic researcher and fellow gatewalker determiner to determine exactly what happened during the missing moment. His funding and his leads are your best chance at not only recovering your own lost memories, but also a better understanding and perhaps advancing your own new powers. Dr. Riddleson has explained that his skills and interests are better suited towards the laboratory than the open road, so he's gathered your group together to conduct field research in his place. Allie, what are those glasses? We've been over this, haven't we?
I'm old and need readers.
Those are amazing.
So I'm not sitting here and giving you guys all an extreme close-up of my face and leaning heavily into my monitor, or breaking down and doing like 140 times zoom.
I just didn't expect it. I should have. I should start expecting it. But
Which part? The readers or the rainbow glasses, or just any weird ass shit that I wear?
just the size of them, the cat eye-ness, right? Like those are what those are called, the cat eye glasses.
The nice thing is this was one of those like really weird like Instagram like ad ones, and I'm like, oh, those are cute. I'm gonna make sure I use PayPal, so if I don't end up getting my damn glasses, I can at least do a chargeback.
I keep seeing those ads for those like really cool like cloak-like jackets on Facebook, and I'm like, you're gonna get me one of these days. Oh yeah. I know they're not good quality, but
So there are 17 skills in Pathfinder.
okay.
My rogue at first level has all but 3.
What 3 do you not have?
I don't have performance, I don't have nature, and I don't have intimidation.
Oh no!
Now I still have a lot to go through, so forgive my ignorance here.
Yes.
Are there banned skills? Now,
No,
what I
no,
mean
no.
is in third edition or 3.5, you weren't able to use certain skills like use magical device or arcana unless you specifically had proficiency in them.
Well, so the way that I've kind of gathered that this works is there's skill levels, right? So you start out at trained, expert, master, legendary.
Okay.
As you gain levels, character levels, you can increase your skill proficiency. So right now, trained gives you a +2, expert gives you a +4, +6, +8 for legendary.
Now this is a more cinematically appropriate system, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, because your character could be spending time in the background hammering
Exactly.
away at stuff
Exactly.
and learning blacksmithing,
Yeah.
and then
Well, I mean, I have the
advance that
crafting skill, so
yeah.
and then you get your level added to your skill plus your any stat bonus as well.
Okay.
So, but as you go up, so if I went next level, I don't think I can do it next level, but when I can bump something to expert, that will open up skill feats that I can take that correspond with that.
A return to prerequisites.
Yes, 100%. Even being trained in some, like I'm trained in medicine, I believe when I take a skill feat, I could take battle medic to be able to allow me to heal on site, sort of thing.
Yeah, I get because I have a high enough constitution or a high enough strength, I gain access to, well, like if you're trained in athletics, you get this one. So it's if you're trained in a skill, you get Titan Wrestler. You can attempt to disarm, grapple, shove, or trip a creature up to 2 sizes larger than you, or up to 3 sizes larger if you're legendary in athletics.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So there's a whole bunch of different things that the more, like I said, the more skilled you are, the more feats that open up and stuff like that. And so you definitely have paths that you can follow. And I believe what I also heard is, which will probably be a godsend for us, because again, everybody who might be listening, we are brand new to this, so we're probably going to make mistakes on the build because everything's a path. But it is written right into the Pathfinder rules that you can essentially respec your skills and your feats. It might thematically, Aaron might work it in that, hey, you have to spend this amount of time with somebody who's trained in this, and you can learn that as opposed to what you had learned and stuff like that. Just because there's so many feats and skills and trees and branches that you can take, that I can get crazy.
I like it.
So
I like it. It's a little bit more natural in progression. It's not just like, oh, hey, I'm gonna grab this because I can, and it happens to make me X amount stronger. It's I'm gonna work towards this because my character is a realistic creature that has set goals and has trying to obtain them.
Yep.
I like it. It's a more natural progression. Fantastic. All right, so that's kind of what's going on at the start of this this whole campaign, guys. At the start of this campaign, you and your party find yourselves in Seven Arches, a heavily forested realm in the river kingdoms of the northeast Eviston. Dr. Riddleston has led you here to pursue your current best lead into the cause and meaning of the missing moment. The strange ailment called the oh, you know what? Here, we can all have fun trying to say this word. What the fuck? All right, here. It's in general. So obnubilate.
Where'd you put it?
It's in general game central.
Light.
Obnub-
Nubilate.
Yeah.
Is that a
Nubilate.
real word?
No.
I feel like it should be the I and the L should be transposed. It should be obnubilate.
Obnubulate?
Yeah, I feel like you're right. Obnubilate sounds
That
right.
is a weird word. That is a real word.
What does it mean?
I'm looking it up.
Never to
Is-
be short of. Darken or cover with, as if like with a cloud to obscure.
Okay. I feel like
Okay.
that is definitely a typo.
Obnubulate.
We
Yes.
are mansplaining.
Anyway, that's the ailment, the obnubilate curse. This centuries-old affliction formerly affected any elves who stepped foot in Seven Arches, but on the night of the missing moment, all traces of the curse vanished. Just gone. Moreover, Seven Arches is the locale of the famed Seven Arches, an array of...
The Grand Canyon, the site of the famed Grand Canyon.
On the nose.
An array of Ayudera, which are elven teleportation portals, which no doubt bear clues regarding the Gatewalker mystery. Dr. Riddleson believes that the Obnubiate Curse and the Seven Arches hold the keys to a better understanding of the missing moment. With you as his agents, your collective is well on its way to towards uncovering the answers that you all seek.
I'm gonna go as a hobgoblin, and I'm gonna throw pumpkin bombs and look for who's taking pictures of Spider-Man.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
All right, I've done it. I've made my character.
Oh, so I don't have time for my... Okay, what's your character then?
You want a fighter, sword and board?
I'm a fighter that carries around a tower shield and then bashes people in the face with it.
Oh,
I like it.
Oh, you've gone straight shield basher.
I like it. I like
Nice.
it. You know what? I'd even let you dual wield shields and put spikes on.
Oh
them.
no, I have one giant tower shield because that's the thing in this game.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
does give different bonuses and
Different hardness
drawbacks.
and everything else, right?
I love how it has its own hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spell is so gross. There's a spell called Inside Ropes. You pull a large handful of your guts from your midsection. Removing these guts doesn't harm you. You can use the guts as 50 feet of rope to help you climb, and they attach you to a wall.
You know, there's a moment like that in the Deadpool game.
I like how that doesn't even say your rope. You move half as quickly as usual while climbing with your guts.
Oh,
Other
love-
creatures can use your guts to climb like a squishy rope, but the guts don't help anyone but you attached to a wall. If you let go of your guts or your guts are damaged, the spell ends. That is so disgusting, and I love it.
I mean, like, you're.
I'm just gonna share my screen for a second because, like,
Mhm.
where is it?
I want to see. Yeah.
This one. So, this is just the Path Builder 2E app, free version, but it lists all the actions.
Yep.
Oh, that's super helpful.
that's a lot of actions.
Yeah. So, you know, if anybody wants a really good idea for an app that people will probably donate money or even pay money for that you could design, yeah, get this to sync up with Roll20. Get this to sync up with Roll20. Anybody out there? Anybody in the
It's called
universe?
Demiplane.
Oh,
They're working on it.
And
Yeah.
if you guys notice here at the top where it has the filter, so now Sam can change it up to either filter single, double, or triple actions. Oh, that's nice. So you can click off of that and show
Yeah.
like only the double actions. That's
Class
super-
specific, downtime.
That's pretty cool.
you know, like conversely, why don't you show them what we are looking at on the current Roll20 character sheet?
This is the current. You guys see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me make it bigger.
So you
This
can
is just
see,
inventory. Here's character.
you can see not only in the speed of it functioning is Demiplane better, but Demiplane is also easier to look at and understand than the standard Pathfinder character sheets on Roll20.
But that was on, he was on Path Builder. You were asking for something that links, and I said I think Demiplane is working on that, which is a different.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. He was on
Demiplane
Pathfinder.
is from the developers of D&D Beyond. They
Wow.
left. Adam is his name. I can't remember his last name, but he's actually the guy who created D&D Beyond. And I'm guessing now that everything's kind of come out, he got bought out by Wizards because he didn't probably want to go along with what they were doing with it. So he started his own. It's called Demiplane. Pathfinder Nexus is in alpha right now.
You know what a lucky guy. Not even lucky. What a smart and well-timed guy, right? Like he jumped on that twice.
Well, the thing with Demiplane, it's not just Path Builder. They have not D&D, but I think every other gaming system, like tons of gaming systems that they're working on that you'll be able to access with. So
It's good. It don't.
Does everybody get 25 feet of movement?
no, some people get 20, elves get 30. 25 is the base, though. Is the
Oh,
standard.
okay.
That's another interesting change.
And I'm gonna be a
And the
Cobalt
heavier
druid.
your armor, your movement goes down.
Which makes sense.
100%. And if you don't have the strength to wear armor, even light armor, I believe, has a strength requirement of like 12. Or you don't get all the benefits or something. I'm not sure, fuzzy on what, but I think even a chain shirt, I think has a strength requirement. I could be wrong on that, but I know there's strength requirements for armors.
All right, so that's a little bit about Pathfinder, 2nd edition, and a little bit about us as players and the roles we're each going to play. Let's go ahead and recap that real quick before we say our goodbyes. Over this next week, we're going to be, looking at our characters, exploring the options, developing them together. And next time we come on, we should have more fleshed out character ideas and a world to present, and maybe even we'll get started playing. So without further ado, Pat.
I'm going to be playing this is what I got so far. I'm going elf tiefling, and I'm playing a rogue.
Looks great. Allie.
I'm playing an elven witch, and my heritage is none of your damn business at the moment.
Weird. There's lots of elves in the elvish nation of Seven Arches. Interesting. Sam.
There's also 7 archers there.
Yes.
There are 7 arches in 7 Arches. We can't forget that. Sam, go ahead.
So I'm playing a human with a touch of dread, which is their word for earth elemental in Pathfinder. So I haven't decided what my heritage, how does it display on my body yet? But a fighter, and they basically are going to have a giant tower shield that they just whip out, play it firmly, defend their allies, and then bash somebody in the head with it.
I like it.
Cool. And not going into too much detail about my background because I don't even know what it is yet. They've had political intrigue. Being a fighter, they've seen some things. They're hired mercenary.
Maybe overheard some things they shouldn't have on occasion, a little hush type. Cool. CJ, what do you got first?
I think I'm gonna go druid kobold.
Kobold druid.
Yes.
Wild card.
Don't
As
forget,
far as
your
I've
first
gotten so
first
far.
level feat is coward.
Yeah.
You actually get a choice. You can actually have a breath weapon.
Looks good.
Or you could cower.
Yeah.
And there's so much.
No, please don't have it.
I'm envious of you guys for the you get to do this all this stuff. Create. I mean, I'm gonna go do some of my own creation, but that's for fun. I don't. Let's stop. I got work to do. Jared, what do you got?
I am highly considering a hobgoblin alchemist that throws bombs.
Like a literal hobgoblin, like red-skinned hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like it. Well, that's what we've got going on here. That's what you have to look forward to. Concepts might change before we finalize them in the coming weeks. But it looks like we've got an interesting party and an interesting premise. So we'll see you all next time. in the same time, in the same place. Bye.
Bye.
Outro music. Right. All right, cool. And we can cut it there.